Have you ever been hurt by a man and found yourself unsure of how to react? Have you ever wondered if the way you face that pain could change everything? There's a simple yet incredibly powerful secret that few people know about. Instead of reacting the way society often advises, you can choose a completely different path, one that allows you to regain control, elevate your self-worth, and embrace freedom. Imagine no longer being burdened by empty apologies or broken promises, and instead becoming stronger than you've ever been. And even imagine you could learn these things from a man of strength, sincerity, and compassion, like Keanu Reeves. Could this be what you're searching for? Don't miss out. Like, share, and follow to discover this secret right now. Let me tell you something. When a man hurts you, your first instinct might be to confront him, to make him feel the pain he caused. But you know what? That's exactly what he's expecting. He's waiting for the anger, the tears, the back and forth, the struggle. But you don't have to give him what he's anticipating. Do the things he never saw coming. When you refuse to get caught up in the noise, when you don't chase after him for answers, that's when he'll start to reconsider. Silence has its own power. When you don't react, when you don't create chaos, he's forced to face his own thoughts. He can't rush to label you as the emotional woman anymore. You're not playing by what society has defined as normal for a woman. And most importantly, he can't justify his actions if you don't give him the reaction he was expecting. So many men live with the belief that they can hurt a woman and just walk away with nothing changing. They know she'll come back, argue, try to do everything to keep him, but she'll never leave. But when you don't do that, when you choose silence and step away from the situation, suddenly he's left alone, facing his own actions. That's when regret begins to seep in. He realizes you're not like the others. When a man knows he's hurt you, but you don't give him the sense that you're in pain, it confuses him. Because men don't process emotions the way women do. Women can cry, talk to their friends, heal, and move on. Men, they tend to act like they don't care, like nothing's wrong. But the truth is, when you choose silence, you take away his ability to move on easily. You make him question himself, and men's egos, well, they're fragile. When he realizes nothing can control your emotions, that's when he'll truly be lost. He'll feel the loss when he realizes his actions didn't break you like he thought they would. You're not playing games, you're protecting your inner peace. So many women waste time and energy fighting for a man who's already shown he doesn't value them. Stop explaining yourself to someone who's never listened in the first place. Don't ask for permission to have an ending when he didn't hesitate to walk away. You don't need his apology to move forward, nor do you need an explanation to heal the pain. The moment you decide to reclaim your power, to say, I won't allow you to take any more of my time, energy, or tears, that's when you start winning. The second way to make a man feel confused is by choosing to move on instead of falling apart. He'll expect you to drown in sorrow, to stay stuck in the past, to stalk his social media, hoping he'll come back. But when you focus on yourself, when you shine instead of sulk, that's when he'll realize. A man only appreciates what he thinks he might lose forever. If he thinks you'll wait, he'll take his time. If he believes you're suffering because of his absence, he'll feel like he still has an influence on you. But the moment he sees you move forward, stronger, happier, more confident, that's when he'll feel the weight of the mistake he made. Nothing is more powerful than a woman who knows how to choose herself. When you start investing in your own happiness, when you look better, feel better, live better, that's when he'll start to waver. Because now, he's wondering if he ever truly mattered to you like he thought. Does he still hold the same importance to you? Does he think you need him the way he assumed? Losing him, is that really a loss for you? That uncertainty will eat at him, little by little. He wants to believe he's the best thing in your life. But when you show him that your life is better without him, that's when he'll start questioning everything. Go to the gym, change your look, focus on your own goals, travel, do all the things you might have put off while you were with him. Not to make him jealous, not to prove anything to him, but for yourself. Never forget that the greatest revenge is success. When you rise, when you step into your full potential, when you become the woman you were always meant to be, that's when he'll not only be confused, but he'll also regret letting you go. That's how you make a man truly rethink his actions. But to truly leave him stunned, show him your grace, but never give him the chance to come back as if nothing happened. Some women think forgiving means giving the other person a new opportunity, but that's not it. Forgiveness is freeing yourself from anger, resentment, and pain. Forgiveness means you're saying, I won't let what you did control my happiness anymore. But don't confuse forgiveness with allowing him back into your life as if nothing occurred. Men don't learn from words, they learn from consequences. If he's disrespected you, if he's lied, betrayed your trust, and you let him back into your life like nothing happened, he won't change. He'll just be more careful next time. But when he realizes his actions have real consequences, when he loses a woman like you, when he knows there will be no second chance, that's when the lesson will truly hit. You don't need to be cruel, you don't need to be rude, you don't need to prove anything. Just remove him from the place he once held in your life. Let him see that he can't treat you like that and still have access to you. Let him realize that the door he walked out of is now locked. That's when his regret will reach its peak. So many women still cling to men who have clearly shown they don't deserve to be held on to. Letting go is not weakness, it's strength. It's knowing your worth and refusing to accept anything less than you deserve. When you carry that confidence, when you walk with your head held high, when you refuse to let his actions break you, not only will you confuse him, but you'll make him realize exactly what he's lost. When a man hurts you, the best way to handle it is not by crying, begging, or seeking revenge. The real way to shock him is by focusing on yourself and rising above it, rather than crumbling. A man expects you to suffer, to be stuck in the past, obsessively checking his social media, waiting for him to come back. But when you start living for yourself, when you choose the path of self-improvement instead of breaking down, that's when he will have no choice but to notice how much stronger you're becoming. He expects you to drown in the pain of not having him by your side. But when you show him that his absence can't break you, that's when he starts paying attention to you. A man only truly values what he thinks he could lose forever. If he believes you're still waiting, he will take his time, hesitate. If he thinks you're suffering from losing him, he will feel he still has control over you. But when he sees you thriving, glowing, growing, that's when he realizes what he's lost. Nothing is more powerful than a woman who knows how to put herself first. When you begin to focus on your own joy, when you take care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being, that will astonish him. He'll start wondering, am I really as important in her life as I thought? Does she need me as much as I assumed? Is losing me truly a loss for her? It's that uncertainty that will shake him. He wants to believe he's the greatest thing in your life. And when you show him that you don't need him to feel complete, that you can rise and move forward without him, the doubt inside him will grow. So don't sit there and wallow. Stand up and do something to reinvent yourself. Start working on improving yourself, building back your confidence, and enhancing your life. Go to the gym, not to impress anyone, but to feel the strength in your own body, to remind yourself of the boundless potential you hold. Change your style, not to make him jealous, but because you deserve to feel amazing about yourself. Chase your goals, pour your energy into meaningful things, work, passions, dreams. When you do this, you're no longer the woman who lost a man. You're the woman he lost. Men always think they're irreplaceable until they see you doing just fine without them. That's when they start paying attention. When you stop seeking validation from him, when you shift your focus to self-growth, he'll start to wonder, did I make the right decision? That's when regret starts to seep in. Not when you're crying, begging, or trying to grab his attention, but when you continue on with your life as if he never existed in your world. Your energy is priceless. And when you direct it from pain towards self-improvement, you'll find yourself stronger than ever. When you begin to love and take care of yourself, you'll become unstoppable. People will notice your rising confidence. Your aura will shift. You will start attracting better things because you no longer resonate with the frequency of pain and despair. That's real radiance. And when he realizes, when he sees you're no longer the woman he can easily hurt and walk away from, that feeling will hit him differently. Too many women waste their time trying to prove their worth to a man who never valued them in the first place. Stop. Don't try to explain. Don't wait anymore. The best revenge is showing him that he's just a chapter in your story, not the whole book. When a man sees your success, when he realizes his presence isn't as important as he once thought, that's when he feels the loss. This isn't about making him jealous or proving anything. It's about choosing yourself every day, recognizing your own worth, and refusing to let pain define you. When you shift your focus from him to yourself, you win. Because ultimately, the lesson is not to make him feel confused, but to elevate yourself to the point where his actions no longer affect you. That's real power. When a man hurts you, the natural reaction is to feel pain, anger, and perhaps a desire for revenge. But the smartest thing you can do is face it with grace while never allowing him the chance to approach you again. Forgiveness isn't about letting him off the hook. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. When you hold on to anger, you're still letting him control your emotions, still allowing him to occupy space in your mind and heart. But when you forgive, not for him, but for you reclaim your power. Men don't learn from words. They learn from consequences. You can say, explain, and tell him how many times he's hurt you. But if there's no real consequence, he won't fully understand the damage he's caused. If he disrespects you, lies to you, or uses you, and you continue to allow him to come back as if nothing happened, he won't change. He'll just be more careful. But when you walk away, when he realizes he's lost something good and can't get it back, that's when the lesson truly sinks in. Leaving doesn't mean you have to become cold or bitter. You don't need to explain his mistakes. You don't need to prove your worth or try to convince him how important you are. What you need to do is end it. Simply that. Let your silence and absence speak for you. He will feel it. He will realize it. A man only truly realizes the value of what he had when it's no longer available. When he tries to come back, and he will, because most men do, that's when you should make sure he can't just walk back in as if nothing happened. Don't let him come back like nothing ever went wrong. That's the mistake so many women make. He apologizes, and suddenly he's back in your life. He sends a message, and suddenly he's in your world again. If you allow that, you're teaching him that he can hurt you, then disappear, and come back when it's convenient without any consequences. And if he knows he can always come back, he will never truly appreciate you the way he should. The only way for a man to understand your value is to remove his privilege of having you. Not out of anger, not for revenge, but out of self-respect. You can forgive, but never forget. Knowing your worth and refusing to settle, it means knowing your worth and refusing to accept anything less than what you deserve. It means making peace with the past and building a brighter future. And when you do that, when you carry yourself with confidence and self-respect, you don't just leave him confused, you make him realize exactly what he lost. When a man hurts you, the most powerful thing you can do is rise above it. But never, ever give him the chance to walk back into your life. Forgiving does not mean excusing his actions or allowing him another place in your world. When you learn to let go, you free yourself from the weight of anger and resentment. Holding on to pain doesn't hurt him. It only keeps you trapped in a place you no longer belong. Forgiveness is not about him. It's about reclaiming control over your emotions and allowing yourself to move forward without bitterness. Men don't learn from words, they learn from consequences. You can explain, argue, cry, and tell him exactly how much he hurt you. But if nothing changes, he will never truly grasp the impact of his actions. If you let him back in too easily, if you accept half-hearted apologies and broken promises, he will continue treating you the same way. People only value what they know they can lose. And if he has never truly lost you, he will never fully appreciate you the way you deserve. Leaving doesn't have to be dramatic. You don't need to beg for closure or prove a point. Just walk away and let your silence speak for itself. A man expects you to react emotionally, to fight for him, to keep the door open just in case he decides to come back. But when you completely withdraw, when you show him that you will not accept anything less than what you deserve, that is when he finally understands. Thank you for watching. Life will always be full of challenges, but how we face and respond to them determines our growth and happiness. Today's lesson is a powerful reminder. Never let your pain define you. Choose silence, choose self-improvement, and choose to stand firm in your worth. When you do this, you don't just find peace, you take back control of your life. We truly appreciate your support and would love to hear your story. Share your experiences so we can continue building this strong community together. If you have any questions or struggles, don't hesitate to let us know. We will create videos tailored to help you overcome them. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, share to spread this message, and leave your thoughts in the comments. We are eager to hear from you. Subscribe so you never miss another valuable video. Remember, life can change when you dare to change, and that journey always begins with you. Thank you once again, and we'll see you in the next video.